Going live at 10. All right. We're live. Okay. Say hi, Ern.
What? I'm in this?
Yes, you are, you dumbass. What do you think I am?
You didn't tell me
Actually,
anything.
what do you think I'm gonna do? Turn off the desktop audio during E3?
Yes.
Why? Whatever. I'm not. Today's not the day they call Ern a dumbass. Because that's
Oh,
tomorrow.
well, it was all fake. It was all a lie.
Tomorrow. Was it? No, it's not fake. It's not a lie. It's right here. I gotta swap.
Yeah, definitely not.
It's not. It's real.
Where's E3 then?
On my screen. You dumb.
Oh, stream live. You get to see it.
Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm live. Yep. If I can get my internet to work. Let me see here.
Flashlight error. Now it's only affecting the hop time. So this
Alright.
means that if a gun
The
keeps
Ubisoft
too
forwards in
high
2 hours.
too quickly for you, you will be
So they're
looking
gonna
at the
flap their
flashlight
lips
error.
for a while.
So this leaves us with 3 main attachments that are vastly different. We have the muzzle brake that recenters
The Summer Game
your
Fest
shot
was
more
yesterday.
quickly, the flashlight
Heard it
error
was
that
bad,
helps
but
you not go too
you
high
can't
too
trust
fast,
everything you hear.
and the compensator that helps you with the left and right movement. And we are not changing
We're
the
just here
VFX
about
or the fire
some
that comes
random
out of the
music.
barrel. Everything will be
Then it switches.
feelable. I mean, you will equip this one over the other one, and you will notice a difference.
You're streaming somebody else's stream.
Yeah, Ern. I'm not actually E3. Believe it or not, I'm not the owner of the expo.
That's something very, very important in Siege because many things can happen.
Therefore, you resort to streaming somebody
you
else's
can die to a
stream.
gadget that you've never
Yeah,
seen.
I'm gonna
It's
show
really,
someone
really
else's
important.
stream.
And we also want to keep you in the action. Not break the flow. Like you died, it's okay. Go into your observation tools and give callouts to your teammates. So the first thing that happens when you die, the camera will go out of your operator's body, and it will be focusing on whatever killed you. So it can be an operator, a gadget. That's going to be the first phase. The second phase is the replay phase. So now there's not a lot of changes to that. It's just going to be the replay showing you how you died. So you won't be stuck in the death sequence as you were before. You will be able to skip all the phases before. So you will be able to go as fast as you want into the support phase. One of the intentions of reworking the death sequence was to also keep you in the action. And that makes total sense also with the gameplay after death that we are trying to introduce currently on the TS. So the idea is just to
I mean, I think they'd be working on like Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Observation tools and
I mean,
keep playing, keep helping your team win the round.
that's supposed to come out this year. They could talk about it. Hey, yo, Chris.
One of the biggest updates in the works for Siege is gameplay after death, which introduces
Jesus
the ability to control
Christ,
drones
what
and
the
gadgets
fuck
after
is
you
wrong
die.
with you?
This is still in development and is not launched.
I'm live, by the way,
Star,
Christian.
But we are bringing it to the test server, and we want your feedback. To tell you more about one of the most impactful features for the future of Siege, please welcome Game Director Aurélie Debont.
Like I said that you got me, but you didn't get me, right?
E3.
I was more weirded out
Whoa.
by the fact that you just popped out of my
Test
closet.
server, it's the
You know, I wasn't
environment
like
for the
scared,
player to
but
experiment
what the hell?
the feature and
No, you shot your pants.
give feedback on this
No.
feature. And this will be very helpful
Sorry about
for
that.
the team
What the
to adapt and readjust. In attack side and defender side, we have added some gameplay elements. So for players, after their operator side died. For attack side, dead players
Hey, it's Rainbow Six
can
Siege.
Yeah, it is.
control and move their own drone. So, and just to be clear,
I
you
really want to
cannot
see Rainbow
control
Six Quarantine to see if that's
the
going to be good or not.
drones of another player. Also,
It's
we
like
added,
Rainbow Six Siege is a
some
50-50 kind of
feedbacks
thing.
when the
Like
owner
50% of people say,
dies,
fuck it.
automatically
fucking
on the
sucks.
regular
Other
drones,
50% of the
it's
people
only
go,
on regular drones.
I love it.
Antenna are deployed
They
on
go,
the,
yum.
on the drones. So player can know if the
I wanna play
drone
Rainbow Six
is
Siege Quarantine.
controlled by a dead
It's almost like
player
they'll put
or
it for
by
70
an
bucks,
alive
like Ubisoft probably will.
the ability of the observation tools can be used. So that means a dead
I
player
just realized she's not even
replays
speaking
the room,
English.
For example,
I
can
didn't even
use the
realize that
laser
until-
from the Argus camera. On defender side, Echo, Maestro and Modi can control and use their ability after this. Also, we have added some new tools to counter attacker drones. So we have reworked the bulletproof camera. So now you can rotate the camera and shoot an UMP dart.
I'm gonna get
to
some water, be right
disable,
back.
Attacker electronic gadgets. The first player inside the camera can use the ability to shoot. So there is no notion of ownership as we have with main abilities because it's a secondary gadget. So this will help defenders to deny drones by disabling them. We have added the drone counter. So the drone counter is only displayed for defenders to help them to track the number of regular drones their team has destroyed or captured. So this is to encourage defenders to be aware of the importance of destroying drones, especially in the context where dead player can focus on droning them out. So I'm very excited by this new feature because you can still have an impact on the outcome of the round. Even after your death, you can still help your team. We are aware that gameplay after death will affect the whole game balance, especially for operators whose abilities revolve around observational tools, and we have started to work on this. So, for example, the fact that you can shatter the glass of the Maestro turret with a melee to deny the vision is a good example. And we have also some other plane, like we are working to explore a new secondary gadget around deny information, for example. And the most important aspect we want to be sure before releasing this feature that it's never a valid strategy to take careless fights early in the round and not care about dying.
I totally agree with those
So
words.
even if the
Exactly,
change
bro.
means
For
that,
real.
dying will be
I think the official
a bit
E3
less
thing is in
punishing
2
than
hours,
it's
50
been
minutes, so
before.
stop on there.
But we still
This is
want
just
it to
smacking
be,
lips.
very punishing. But as you know, balance a live game
Oh, she said balance.
is without
Balance,
end,
G.
and this
Balance, eh?
evolves constantly.
Schlack.
Thank you all for watching our reveal of North Star. The test server will be going live on Tuesday, May 25th, and we hope to see you there.
Wait, we can
Now,
play it.
for one
We can
last
play that.
reveal, a realistic Hibana figurine inspired by the game. This highly detailed figurine comes with a unique code to unlock an exclusive weapon skin and is now available for pre-order. Thank you for
I don't
watching,
give a
and we'll see
shit
you
about
on
the
the
weapon
test
skin,
server.
but the figurine's kind of cool, but I don't really care about that person in that game. This game awoke actually.
Part of the Assassin's Creed family. When we started Wrath of the Druid, the team was truly excited and boiling with ideas. First, it was very important.
Is like
to us
Ubisoft
to
even
treat
American,
Ireland
dude?
and its
I'm starting to
history
wonder.
with respect. We decided to work with Esper.
I thought it was an
and we've
American
done a
company
lot
there
of
for a
research
moment.
about this
Yes, that's
franchise.
EA.
Then we decided to spice it up
Fuck
a little
EA.
bit by adding a long-lost Celtic mysticism. It allowed us to bring
Sports.
new kind of
It's-
challenge to the player
It's in the pay to
and
win.
refresh his whole experience. Alongside new system like the trading post mechanic, all this brings a brand new adventure in Ireland for the Assassin's Creed Valhalla players.
Iraq.
Ireland.
No, Iraq.
When Eivor gets to Ireland, she
Pakistan.
reunites with her long-lost cousin Barrett.
I don't
who's
understand
known
how
as
this is
the
Assassin's
Dublin
Creed. I
man.
mean, I played
Stuff
Assassin's
happens,
Creed 1,
and
but
you
this
go out
just
on
doesn't
the
even
floor
look
to
like an
invite
Assassin's
Ireland
Creed
alongside
game.
Franchina, the High King of Ireland,
And that
Shira, the
does
Royal
not
Poet.
actually look like very
Now,
good graphics.
Why a poetess, you might ask? Well, that is because the poets at the
Oh, because
time
that's
were
not
in fact
gameplay.
second only to kings in islands. That's because they were the ones
I've
telling
seen better
history
hair physics
effectively,
too.
recording these
Yeah,
kings into
that
legends.
hair physics did not.
I saw
And
the
speaking of
wall, dude.
history,
The wall
there
just
were
looked
no
like
more
a.
druids in Ireland in 9th century, but the Children of Danu tell
Yup.
a different tale, and we have many secrets for you to discover.
That's
in our first
better.
expansion.
I thought I was a little low. Yeah, I've been having eyesores ever since I went on that trip.
l'Irlande, on s'est d'abord intéressé aux recherches archéologiques du 9e siècle et pour ça on a eu la
Which
chance de
one?
pouvoir consulter des experts internationaux de cette période et on est
Cedar
sorti
Point.
de tout ça avec plein d'anecdotes et de faits historiques
Yeah.
qu'on a utilisés dans notre jeu et on a rajouté une petite
Well, how's
dose de
that? If you guys didn't
créativité
even
pour
go
correspondre à
any
nos
right.
contraintes
We
de
did
jeu.
actually.
Une
We
chose
made it.
typique, de
We did
l'Irlande
4.
qu'on a voulu recréer, c'était les ring forts. Ce sont des fortifications antiques en forme de
I
cercle.
told
Il y en a des dizaines de milliers de petites tailles à travers l'Irlande.
Oh yeah, you guys gotta check out the
Notamment à la
podcast.
base de notre nouvelle feature qui s'appelle les trade posts. Dans le jeu,
Podcast.
vous pouvez
The
posséder des
podcast.
rings fortes
Me and
qui vont
Christian's
générer des
podcast.
ressources irlandaises comme les
The
mêmes qui sont reconnues à l'époque
podcast.
à
I
travers
was
toute
listening
l'Europe.
to
Ces
it
ressources
yesterday.
pourront être échangées avec des nations étrangères à travers du blanc, car après tout,
The
les Vikings étaient de grands
podcast.
Dang, her teeth messed
Assassin's Creed
up.
Valhalla is all about physical and brutal
Me,
face-to-face.
Missy.
So we wanted to show that
No, you missed it. It was the other chick.
Oof.
without cap on AC, and it always requires skills to know how the final result is going to be. For example, we couldn't let the actor headbutts directly over, so instead they have to be next to each other and be synchronized, which means we, the animators, we must project ourselves on how the animation is going to look
COVID.
like. And this was made even harder by COVID. We had to set a very intricate series
By
of cameras, 3D views, and
COVID.
audio feeds to be able to direct the actors across the Atlantic and to give feedback to the animators in Montreal. And by doing all of that, we managed to give you a super crazy headbutts.
Headbutts. A super crazy
In this
headbutts.
first DLC, we wanted to
It's
bring
awesome.
you to Ireland through sound and music. In Bordeaux, we focus on giving light to the world, the different Irish landscapes,
EDP.
as well as the enemies and challenges you'll encounter. We
What is
continued the
this
collaboration
chat?
on music with Anar Selvik, who recommended Julie Fawless, who stars as
Let me
Kiara,
see.
the High Poetess. It was very important for us to work
Where?
with artists who have a
Oh, yeah, I
connection to the
forgot.
Gaelic culture
EDs
at the heart
across-
of our DLC.
I mean,
While you
not
discover
ED.
Ireland,
E3
you
is
hear the
across
songs and
multiple
music
days.
they created, as
Here it
well as
is.
great pieces composed by
Tomorrow's the
veterans
Xbox
immersing you
Bethesda.
into the world of our DLC,
Yeah,
whether you're
It
fighting
sucks because
or
normally I
exploring.
would watch my favorite YouTubers go to E3
Yeah.
and then watch the E3
This
live
expansion,
stream.
this is not all about
and then
creativity
watch,
and new content.
you know,
it's
their-
also about tech
you know.
support. Our engineer team mainly consists
But
of
we can't
programmers
do that
working
this
to have the
year.
game's productions as best as possible. For instance, we've developed the worldbot, which consists of the main character, Eivor, controlled by
Hey, he has
computer,
the Mario
roaming the world
rabbit
to see if there are any
thing.
performances issue or even crashes in Ireland. This helps us identify more quickly and easily
Oh, I
potential
forgot.
bugs. In addition to that,
Ubisoft helped
implementing
out with
systems to make the game as great as possible on newest console generation was a crucial part of our job on Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Bordeaux joined Valhalla's adventure to develop and create EXP1 while the main game was still in development. Anticipation and adaptation was the key to make sure that we are able to develop everything and to test everything in time. We focused on stability, and thanks to the players' feedbacks, we were able to achieve a content that is as qualitative as
What are those graphics?
This expansion has been an amazing adventure for Ubisoft Bordeaux.
Why
we delivered the
does the
most
graphics
challenging
actually
content
suck,
for
though?
the studio so far, knowing the current context. This project also come to light because of the collaboration we built with all our partners around the world.
Team Fortress 3.
It has been a unique
I know the
opportunity
software
for
used
us
there.
to create this first major additional content of the game and allow our players to pursue their saga in Ireland.
It ends. Bury the past. Build the future.
Are we done with Ubisoft? Nope.
No, Ubisoft is all today.
Wither the warriors crawled to the Kyoshin temple.
Gearbox as well.
Bodies craving for water.
Gearbox is at 2 p.m. though,
But
so we're getting a lot of Ubisoft.
Something else.
They make a lot of games, so I'm cool with that. But like,
Hey, can we get Uno too?
can we just get Uno updates?
Yeah, I want Uno Dos.
Uno dos, tres.
Chaos.
Honestly,
An old truth to guide our blade.
honestly, this game looks like shit.
Destruction comes power.
I can't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the Bethesda E3, Xbox Bethesda E3, and if they drop Starfield, bro, woo-wee. Oh yeah, this game actually looks super fun.
Man, they're gonna have to drop
Far Cry 6 looks super fun.
They're gonna have to drop Fallout 79.
Fallout 79.
Or else I'm gonna kill someone.
Señor Presidente, what
freaking
do
kill someone.
do to serve Yara?
Alright, this game actually looks pretty good.
Have long memories.
Yeah.
This is the game I'm excited for from Ubisoft. I want to hear about their development.
Treated us when we needed
And they better not be talking about how they had to do about their headbutts, dude. I'm not interested about their headbutts.
I want Among Us 2.
Are you concerned?
This looks so good. Oh shit, my quality though. It's oh, you
Yo, is
can't.
that Morgan Freeman?
Yeah. Yeah, the game looks really good. Only if YouTube didn't like destroy the bitrate for everything.
Why do you want to run? Remember, Danny, Castillo has kept you an orphan.
I only see you.
You playing as a chick?
So why are you here?
I watched Castillo order a whole
You
boat
play as a
about people
chick?
shot to death.
Alright.
And I want to know who's going to help me take him down.
Alright.
Okay.
Castillo's
That
got,
girl's
what,
in,
300,000 troops? I count
Warzone.
6 burnt-out guerrillas, and you
That girl in
with a bullet to
Warzone.
the leg. You can shoot, so shoot.
This actually looks like a super fun game, dude. The graphics are nice too. My bitrate sucks, but the graphics are nice.
You know I'm not a guerrilla, right?
Everything got another purpose.
That usually work.
50-50.
This looks like it kind of looks. It reminds me of Just Cause.
Yeah.
Those eyes, Danny. I know exactly who you are.
I am nothing like you.
Oh, is that an alligator, bro?
Yo, can we get a Super Mario Bros. 64? 1000
Oh.
remastered.
I'll be right back, boys.
I want a Super Mario Bros. 48.
Alright.
Hi there, I'm Navid Khaveri, Narrative Director of Far Cry 6, and I'm so excited to represent our team and finally show you our game in action. With Far Cry 6, we're gonna throw you into our most ambitious open world yet, Yara, an island deep in the heart of the Caribbean, filled with rich, tropical ecosystems alongside decaying urban landscapes. Yara is an island of contrasts. Isolated and frozen in time for over 50 years after a violent revolution cut it off from the rest of the world, it now finds itself on the verge of collapse. Last year, we introduced you to Yara's Presidente, Anton Castillo, with an amazing performance by Giancarlo Esposito.
A Castillo must be a lion, for Yara is full of lambs.
The reception we've had to Anton and Diego has been incredible, and we're just getting started. Anton is a man hell-bent on returning Yara to his idea of its former glory. And while his motivations are far more complex than they seem, the cost of his vision will be paid in blood.
If a dog refuses to break, then we must put them down.
To achieve his dream for Yara and his son Diego, Anton has clamped down on freedoms, instituted brutal social reforms, and cast anyone who speaks out against him into forced labor. His oppression of the Yaran people has pushed the island to the brink of revolution.
When tyranny is law, revolution is order.
Yara, once considered a jewel of the Caribbean, is now a powder keg. And you are the match. Your name is Danny Rojas, and you'll experience the revolution through Danny's eyes right from the beginning. Born and raised in Yara's capital city, you're a young military dropout who wants nothing to do with Anton or the revolution. You just want to get the hell out of Yara. But once you're face to face with Anton's brutality, you realize that the only chance to live free is to lead an army of guerrillas into a new revolution, with the very soul of the island at stake.
And I need you here with us, man.
At the start of your journey, you'll get to pick your identity and customize your look while you navigate the ranks of the guerrilla movement. Every aspect of the game has been developed with the goal to make you feel like a guerrilla fighter, battling an asymmetric war against Anton and his army. The guerrilla fantasy is all about making one guerrilla feel like 1,000. Embracing this was at the core of how we crafted our gameplay, our world, and the characters
Far
you'll
Cry
meet
5 was
along the
so
way.
stupid with the pay-to-win
In
stuff.
Yara, you'll find other guerrillas, black market dealers, and everyday Yarans who each have their own reasons for joining the cause, including our friendly guerrilla Juan Cortez.
We've
a
heard
master of invention, an architect of revolution.
Fallout
He's our
4
guerrilla
much?
teacher. And class starts now.
I mean, you have good graphics, but the real question is, are you gonna go stupid with a lot of the things you guys are adding?
Listen, Rule 16. A guerrillero's revolution never ends. Always another war, another cantina, another ugly bartender.
Juan Cortez?
What do you think gave it away, Wapo?
This is a fucking waste of time.
Can you whistle?
What?
Nah, you can't whistle. Not bad, Danny, but we're just getting started. Rule number 1. A good guerrilla is a hidden guerrilla.
Muerto el perro, se acabó la rabia.
We lead our operations in secret camps across the country. Here, guerrillas live, train.
Ah, GTA 5 like, huh?
Small pack. We go in, grab our people, kill whoever gets in our way.
By smuggling in supplies.
Thank you, Mama. What is it? Ah.
Even do it
Pretty
yourself.
sick car, dude. Okay, if you can customize the vehicles, dude, but if it's GTA, like, I'm gonna be so, yeah, oh god, god. I hate that so much. That's so beautiful though. That,
this land is your home.
Everything else, that
sure
stupid nitrous exhaust flame.
Bloodthirsty jungles, postcard shorelines,
Straight up.
dead-end towns, and our friendly capital city. How you get around is up to
Can you ride it? Can you ride a horse? What is this? Red Dead Redemption?
You want to play it safe?
Okay, we've seen that scene like 5 times. Is that like the only good-looking scene?
Hola, Dani.
How you doing?
Or take a risk and operate in plain sight of Castillo's assholes. Go ahead and hide your weapons to blend in. Bribes.
What do you got?
Kind of handsome, really. Yeah, very handsome guy holding this.
You don't always need to be a loudmouth, Danny.
Christmas trees? Do you even grow those here?
Mexicans pay crazy money for this. How you think El Presidente funded Maria's new face?
Okay. Go through.
Rule number 3. Fucked up situations call for fucked up solutions.
Hey, he's not here.
You expected reinforcements? I got news for you. You're an army of one against an army of thousands. When shit gets real, we make use of whatever we have.
This is
We
literally
call that
just cause
resolver. That means absolutely everything from sardine
3 button
cans.
first person. Wait, what the hell was that? Did you hear that? Oh, hold on, I'm muted. No. Did you hear that, boys? Hear that again.
Sardine
Was that the
cans.
meme scream? Was that the meme scream? That was the meme scream. What the hell?
Handcrafted by yours truly. Each one will make you feel and fight with the power of a goddamn guerrilla army. Give me lip. You and I both know. You want this. For a guerrilla, the shit my pants rush of an ambush, the taste of sweet victory after you freed your people from tyrants.
It's fun.
Oh, and the final rule.
Okay, there.
A good guerrilla always brings a friend along.
Oh.
For moral support.
You puppy. That's very soon.
So there you have it. Far Cry 6 will be available on October 7th.
Hey, I want that
PC and
flamethrower back
consoles.
there, dude. It looks
We
sick.
hope you enjoyed this first glimpse of gameplay.
Either A,
We have a lot
it's
more coming
almost
soon that we
finished.
can't wait to.
Either A, it's halfway finished or almost finished. Or
It's
B,
oh,
they're rushing that.
if they're rushing it, then shit, it's gonna be another cyberpunk. Okay, so
Yeah, 'cause weren't
here's
they
one thing I
working on
noticed,
their
dude. There's one thing I noticed. You know where they had that beauty scene where it was up on that cliff?
Mhm.
They used that scene like literally 5 times. Just thought I'd make that point. That yeah. Also, can we just bring up the
We'll
fact
have
that
a
like
ton to show during our Play for All event, so make sure to.
a lot of
It's adorable.
I know. Can we just bring up a lot of the ideas they had, like the black market guy? Okay, the black market guy sounds like some way to sell in-game DLC. Everything else sounds like just stupid small missions, dude.
Give us a thumbs up and subscribe
hate
to the
it.
channel.
Hate that because I've played
Stick
it and
around,
it's so
you
boring.
can pay bribes to different enemies, hijack trucks, and
Bribes
commit
at
sabotage.
enemies,
You
that
can also
could
just
get
play it
dull
like
fast.
a standard shooter.
Or
There
maybe
are
it
49
won't, I don't
weapons
know.
with plenty of attachments, and while we didn't see any kind of stats-based
Side
weapon rarity
call.
like in Far Cry New Dawn, we did see a range of categories. When it comes to arms, Juan Cortez is your weapon supplier. On the island of Yara, he's basically Q from James Bond.
Tostador. The two go together like fire and fury.
Through him or in the world, you can get different weapons across the regular, resolver, and supremos category. Regular weapons seem to be leftover guns from last century's Cold War, like the SKS, FAL, and M16. But also there's everyday items like baseball bats. Throwing knives make their return as a stealth go-to weapon. Next are resolver weapons. which are hand-built improvised items. These range from mildly plausible, like the flamethrower, silent nail gun, and EMP grenades, to the ludicrous, like a minigun built from motorcycle parts and a vinyl record launcher that plays Macarena.
Yeah, Macarena.
You've seen this stuff in Far Cry before, but this game is taking that over-the-top and improvised aspect a bit further. There are also some very silly improvised mechanics, like healing through pressing a lit cigar to your wound. Above resolver weapons, we have the Supremos. That means Far Cry now has super moves in the form of an upgradable backpack. We are now headed into Just Cause territory.
Hey! Is it Just Cause territory? Yeah.
Some of the Supremos demonstrated in our preview was a backpack mortar launcher that could clear an area, and also a rocket jump. This all ties into Far Cry 6's RPG light gear system, which includes perks. Clothing can do things like improve your headshot damage, increase stealth and mobility, or guarantee throwing knives to hit their target. We're not sure yet if that means enemies will have a corresponding gear or difficulty level like they did in Far Cry New Dawn, where players needed to keep up with their weapon levels to do proper damage. In that game, players didn't have to worry about their clothing and armor, though. We did ask about how much of New Dawn systems would come over to Far Cry 6 in an interview, but we didn't get a specific answer. Although not referred to in this presentation as fangs for hire, there are pets in this game, including Guapo the alligator that can chomp your enemies, and Chorizo, who is very cute and distracting to let you commit silent murders.
Cute puppy.
So that's guns and gear. Let's talk about transportation. Inspired by the isolation
Almost
of
makes me
Cuba,
wanna
the
buy the
island of
whole game,
Yara
dude.
is stuck in time, which means modern technology is kind of rare. Many of the guns and vehicles you'll find are repurposed from old stuff. There's a wide range of transportation, like
See, they're
horses
using
and
that
aging
scene
cars,
again.
but from there players can build up Mad Max-style
Super
technicals with
super
all
sweet
kinds
cars.
of weapons and attachments bolted
I
on.
just wish there was a
You can also
multiplayer
hijack
mode,
a
dude.
tank.
That'd be
Regarding
cool.
flying things, the game seems like it's going to attempt to keep you grounded for a while with flat cannons scattered around the island. This is kind of nice. As much as we like flying helicopters, it's always kind of broken Far Cry games by letting you go from objective to objective without really engaging in the world. It's possible you'll be able to blow these up quickly and do it anyway, but we're hoping flying's more of a late game thing. Alright, so who are you? You play as Danny Rojas, who can be either male or female. Unlike most other Far Cry games, Danny is fully voiced and will appear in cutscenes. They live on the island of Yara, which is being ravaged by a brutal dictator named Anton
100%
Castillo,
being the girl.
played by actor Giancarlo Esposito.
So you're gonna be the
island's
girl?
been isolated for about 50 years,
100%.
leading to some urban decay. His goal is to return
Kind of a
Yara to
little
its former
badass.
glory with the help of about 300,000 soldiers and a bit of martial law. His son Diego seems like an unwilling participant, but we'll have to see how that pans out. If you remember, you played the role of a son in a similar situation in Far Cry 4 and wound up potentially
swear
being
she's
just
the
as
girl
bad as
from
your old pops.
Modern Warfare.
Danny is a military dropout and their family was part of the regime previously, so their story might be echoed in Diego. To fight the good fight, you're working with a local revolutionary leader, Clara Garcia, and her army of guerrilla rebels. So what does that mean from a gameplay perspective? You'll find a lot of the usual activities, like taking checkpoints and outposts,
looks like
plus
Lobo.
stomping around the jungle on trails in search of hidden loot. But you'll also be in the huge
left
capital
stick
city
Lobo.
with
Or
its
maybe it's the other
skyscrapers
one.
and underground areas, and that kind of urban
Check out the
scale is
gun
new
there,
to the
shoot, I
series.
think.
On a side note, we also saw some mini games
I'll
like
play
playing
Egg, but it sounds
dominoes.
like
Seems like a nice way to unwind. Overall, the presentation didn't answer
sounds like
all
a
of our
GTA
questions,
type.
like if Far Cry 6 will continue the more heavy-handed RPG
Hey, that's
systems of New
PPSH?
Dawn, which were a bit
kinda
divisive
cool.
with fans. We can't wait to get our hands on the game
Oh my
and
God, it
really
is the
put that
PP.
weapon customization to the test. Despite the heavy political setting that centers around a malevolent dictator, Far Cry 6 does not seem to be taking its moment-to-moment gameplay too seriously. There will be more to say about this game soon as E3 kicks off this June, so be sure to subscribe to GameSpot's
Hey,
YouTube
it's Aaron
page and we'll
Sampson.
keep you up to date. Thanks for watching.
Come visit tropical Yara, an island filled with beautiful flora, stunning vistas, friendly locals,
very beautiful
and of
game,
course,
dude.
interesting wildlife.
But the real question is, there
In
going to be
this slice of
RTX?
Far Cry 6 gameplay, we get to see a little
Yeah.
of what we can expect when the game releases later in 2021. Highlights, of course,
What if
being
what if
the
Starfield
powers
has RTX
of
from
the scaly
Bethesda?
and furry variety. For more of Far Cry 6, make sure to like the video and subscribe to GameSpot.
Looks super nice. Oh, cool. Random animals and a horse. I think horses are kind of cool in this game, too. But they're a little bit of a... They're a bit stupid in a way. Ooh. Is that a golden tooth?
Yeah.
It's cute. I really like that alligator for some reason. Okay, I've noticed one thing though.
Horse.
My question is, are they playing this game in full graphics? Because it doesn't look super great. I mean, it looks good, but I don't know. It's just my bitrate, I think, actually. I take that back.
No, it's not your bitrate.
Because it can't be...
It's just pixelated for me also.
Yeah, I mean, their bitrate. Because YouTube does that to... Oh, this looks super good. This reminds me of Cold War, dude.
Who are they? Protesters, artists. Your name is Paz. You're Paz.
Why are you gonna
You're
shoot
not
him so?
Bicho. You're not a bug. You're Paz. And I need you here with us, man. Hmm?
Why am I guy gonna shoot himself?
I don't know. Okay, look, no, it's not necessary.
What?
You'll see.
On you. That's why you died.
Maybe it was.
Now I'm going to call this in. You.
Oh, is it gonna be the suicide? Jeez, that was stupidly violent.
She is.
They added a lot of blood, dude.
Jeez.
I've never seen a game add that much blood.
Exactly.
Like, I've seen Fallout, but even Fallout with its gore didn't have spraying blood, dude. Like, I felt that stuff... Like, I felt like I blew his heart apart.
I'm back.
This game looks really good, dude.
Iron. Hello.
Oh, that tank is super nice, dude.
Okay.
I like the PPSH and everything.
Aaron, were you late?
What? No.
Aaron, were you early?
No. Yeah. No, he wasn't, I don't think. I think it was around the same time. Well, I'm a lot closer than him, so...
Yeah, he's a lot closer. He's like 2-3 minutes away from school.
No, dude, I'm literally in the same neighborhood as his school. That looks... This reminds me of Fallout 4, dude.
Yeah.
This is literally Fallout 4. That was lit. This actually all reminds me of the Fallout series, dude. All this makeshift stuff. How do you not hear that?
I love it. It goes, mine. Hey, Macarena. Whenever you shoot it, it like backs up and then keeps playing back up.
Bro, am I just losing subscribers? Because I'm at 19 subscribers. Like,
then we
did I lose like 5 subscribers?
Or were you at?
The difference
24, I think.
and a fake yarn, it can be hard to see, but it's there. A true yarn understands that loyalty to country is key.
Maybe YouTube's doing that one thing where like they just get rid of
weird,
account. Oh, you can have the dog as a chain.
Good dog.
As a
good dog.
Oh my god.
Good
I
boy.
can't. Oh my god, I can't.
Good dog.
Dogs look so That dog looks so innocent,
You're an
but yet
orphan,
so
see?
deadly.
Funny how friends can be closer than family. Remember, Danny, Castillo has kept you an orphan.
Why
do you want to run?
Let's see here, what is this? Oh,
I watched Castillo order a whole boat of our people shot to death. Get as far away as you can from that psychopath. All of you.
When tyranny is law, revolution is order.
These are
War
good
in
shit.
Bolivar won't save you.
It's Pedro
I feel like
Gonna save
I
Yara
don't
with
know.
library cards.
This feels like one of those games where the girl would be a better choice. I feel like these are one of those games where I feel like the girl would be better, you know. Stab. A baseball bat?
Good night.
Is it true that most Mexicans or people with the Mexican descent are really great with machetes? Hey, Ern.
Uh,
Are you good with machetes?
I don't know, but I have one. I gotta sharpen it though.
You could dress the alligator? The alligator had a polo shirt on. Yeah.
Roblox 2. Someone in the chat said they want Roblox 2.
Yeah, bro, I want Roblox too. They getting sued. Anyways.
Hello. Hey.
Yep.
What did they do?
Well, one, because say like if someone's using a copyrighted shirt, they would take it off, like, and then you won't get your Roblox back or anything.
Oh yeah, didn't see that.
And they're also getting, this one is not so much their fault.
So this is Far Cry 6?
Yep.
That flamethrower has some range.
I swear, they're going to need to stop showing me that dog.
Watch just die in the end.
Oh my god, don't say that. That dog adorable.
It is cute.
What the dog doing?
Okay, there goes that. Now I gotta wait 20
That's what
minutes.
the dog doing. Amazing. And also, in the song, Yeah, oh, right? We think that Young Thug saying, she told me she's 13 and drinking my nut.
Oh yeah, I listened to the song today. Right, I looked it up on YouTube. And on the description of the lyrics, it said that she's thirsty.
Yeah,
drinking my nut.
does not
But that is not what he said.
She told me she's 13 and
There's a lot of rappers Caleb's friend. We need something to play all summer. Last summer was Fallout 76. Jesus Christ, that was fun. For real. Man, I remember launching nukes with y'all and all that stuff.
It was
And
fun as
claiming
hell.
them nuclear reactors to just grind out power
Oh yeah,
cores.
dude, remember skipping through walls with the power armor?
Yeah.
You can't, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can't lie. That was like the only way you could speedrun them that fast. Because otherwise it was just ridiculously long to do anything.
I learned that off off a random. I just joined a random guy that invited me to a party on Xbox, and he taught me that.
And then we mastered it, and yeah. Long story short, we launched more nukes than ever. Remember when we did back-to-back nukes?
Back-to-back nukes, like in White Springs and...
Yeah, it's back-to-back nukes. That was fun.
We were always launched from Charlie or bro. We almost never did Alpha. No, not
It's all
Charlie.
about the
Like, we almost
placement,
never
though.
Yeah.
Because it costs money to fast travel, man.
Atom bomb, baby.
Yeah.
And basically, private lobbies were... If you don't have a private lobby, then you're...
Real life expensive.
Yeah. Was it worth it? Yeah.
Yes.
In private lobbies, you just
That's fun. I just hope they like release a giant major update soon.
Yeah. No, I doubt I'll ever be able to replay it. The next Fallout's on Mon, that's gonna be fun.
It's not. I hope they just give the next Fallout to Obsidian, dude. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Obsidian's not the same company." They can be the same company. They're very, very rich now with Microsoft. Tomorrow's the Bethesda and Xbox thing, so it's kind of exciting.
Were you?
Look, I got in the middle.
Welcome to day one. Officially
Everybody
of
was
E3
always trying to put their base next to water so they could get that
joining me
purified
today to
water and
discuss
sell it.
Everything we've
You
got
should
coming
watch
up,
my
including
stream,
Microsoft
Ern.
Forward and the Gearbox panel. Hussein
Hello, how's it going?
Christian,
and Phil Hornshaw.
it's on again.
Hey, hey.
I know.
So
The middle
yes,
guy
we're
looks
very early in the day,
goofy.
but there is lots of good stuff to look forward to. Most
Yeah.
notably Ubisoft Forward, which is starting in
I
a
don't think
couple
he
hours.
wants
So
to be
we've
there.
got our pre-show.
I
and
don't
we're gonna
think
hand
he
over
does
to the
either.
ESA, to Greg Miller, Jackie
I think he's like, I could be doing better things with my life right now.
Then we've got Ubisoft, and then Gearbox. Also,
Girl on
happening
the
today
left
is
is kinda
Wholesome
cute.
Games Direct. It is a packed
Eh.
day. So let's kick it off, guys, by talking.
You know,
Ubisoft,
gaming industry was one of the
absolutely
last industries that would still feature
has
hot
leaked
babes.
already, because it is the weekend, the classic weekend
kinda
of
sounds
E3 where everything
British.
kind of comes out of the pipeline,
British, Matt.
embargoes are broken, and everyone is just kind of.
I'm a browse team.
Sees all the news on Twitter before they see it as part.
Let's go!
So
Hmm.
let's kick off with
What, that
Mario
released
plus
GTA 6?
Rabbids Sparks.
No,
of
they announced a
Hope.
new
Pam,
Mario.
what happened with this one? What can we expect later today?
Mario.
Sometimes it
Well, if they announced GTA 6, dude, I'd be screaming.
website.
And Take Two isn't today.
Funny.
Did you guys want one of those?
Why did I come here?
I've been on it, and
I don't know. It's been
yeah.
multiple decades.
I think it's just
a
because of the
sequel
weather.
to the beloved Ubisoft
I think it
and,
was for-
Nintendo crossover RPG.
I don't know.
Yeah, it just appeared on Nintendo.com. I believe. Oh no, it's been taken down now, so
I will
it's
play
no longer
Fallout
there.
4,
But
Fallout
Mario
New
plus
Vegas, I don't
Rabbids
know.
Sparks of
I'm
Hope
not
for
feeling right
Nintendo
now.
Switch.
Alright.
And yeah,
Rec
like,
Room.
it's all out there. That would have been a nice surprise considering that people have been calling for a new one of
Apex is
these
also
for
kinda boring.
a whole load of time.
Are they seeing
But
leaking?
yeah, the internet is
Oh,
the
leaking.
freaking leaking. So
Rust.
we're here.
Nope. Never again.
Yeah, I genuinely think this would have been a really nice surprise because I don't
Alright,
think
so one of the feature companies is Take Two, Razer, and iHeartRadio. On the Premiere, we have Square Enix,
I think when
Verizon,
Mario
Ubisoft, and
plus
the
Rabbids
pinnacle
was
is
initially
Nintendo
revealed,
and
everyone
Xbox.
was a little bit taken aback by it because it just seemed like such a weird combination. But then the game came out, and it was actually genuinely so much fun. I will say though,
Oh, Fallout
one
76 is
hell
on
of a learning
sale.
curve.
Locked and loaded.
And I hope that that is something that is fixed. Phil, what do you expect to
And this
see
new DLC,
from
I'm
Mario plus
guessing,
Rabbids
locked
today?
and
And
loaded.
are you excited that the game's
I'll
getting
play
a
for
sequel?
free.
I'm extremely excited. So yeah, this was one of those sleeper hits that when the Switch dropped for me. I was like, oh, Rabbids, and it was amazing. I had a great time, and it actually like elevated the humor of the Rabbids.
Hey, Aaron, do you want to
in
try
a
a little
way
bit
that
of
I hadn't
Fallout
expected at the
26?
time.
Huh?
Like, mixing that
You
with
want
the
to try a little bit
narrate-
of Fallout 26? It's for free right now on Steam.
I own it, Ern.
I know, it's free though, so I can get it.
Okay, get it.
Wait, is it like a trial or?
Yeah, it's a trial.
On June 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase.
characters.
Take Two's
you know,
at
those
on
guys, they're
14th,
real loud. They can
10:15
get kind of
a.m.
annoying,
They get an
but I
entire.
really felt like
Whoa.
that game nailed
Take Two gets an entire hour, guys.
a certain kind of humor that it was going for. I really enjoyed it. So it looks like this is going to get even weirder, even just from the leaked, I think it was cover art shot. Looks like, you know, it's leaning into like Mario Galaxy stuff, and I'm all for it. I'm totally into that. Get as weird as possible, get as rabbity as possible. Like, go for it.
I was gonna say, yeah, when you mentioned the humor, because to me, Rabbids was sort of always in the same vein as Minions, and so
Why are they talking
playing
about
Mario
this?
plus Rabbids definitely, I think they kind of ironed out what that humor is supposed to be and made it a little less grating. So we're gonna be seeing more of that hopefully today. If not today, well then definitely at Nintendo's press conference, which is on Tuesday. But that's not the only game that has leaked ahead of Ubisoft's press conference, unfortunately. Rocksmith Plus. It's gonna be, well, I've got the kind of leaked press release. I think it was an email blast that went out. So Rocksmith, 10 years old at this point, which I can't believe it being, it's 10 years old. But it's gonna be a brand new subscription service. And this one was actually leaked, I think, by Gibson. Yeah, the Gibson brand of guitars accidentally leaked this one. Phil, have you ever played Rocksmith? Do you enjoy it?
You know, I tried it out way back when it first came out because I was a really big Guitar Hero fan, and I was like, oh, I should be able to transfer these skills somehow, right? No, not at all. And so I'm excited that Rocksmith is coming back because this is a thing that I've always kind of wished I could do, is learn.
I wasn't live. I'm trying to get live.
Doom, Fallout 76, Rage 2, and
Space Invaders or something.
Wolfenstein,
Tam, did you
$138.
expect to see more of Rocksmith this year at E3? It's been pretty quiet for a while.
Yeah, I didn't
Share your
not
screen, Christian.
expect to see a Rocksmith game. It makes sense that Ubisoft would try, because like the first game, as you know, mileage may vary and how much fun you have out of it. People coming to it as a Guitar Hero style game probably bounced off pretty quickly when they learned that it's way more serious business. But as it stands, like taken for what it is, an
Damn it,
incredibly
I did not mean to do
versatile
that.
and really powerful tool to teach people how to play the
Shit.
guitar. And
Oh
obviously
god, bro,
the
your
ability
music's
to
playing.
work with a whole bunch of peripherals gave it
Get
a
me
bit
up.
of an edge. I am kind of excited for it to come back. I feel like Ubisoft probably sees a market in, probably sees the value in always having a Rocksmith game available to some degree or another. People are always gonna be interested in learning to play the guitar, and if they can make it so they have the definitive guitar learning experience, that is pretty compelling in terms of a business decision and also as an entertainment package. And if they can weave it into a affordable subscription style, almost like a platform, then that is even better for them, because that's fully what they're going to do. They want that stream of revenue as opposed to a one-time or periodic hit. So I didn't expect to see it, but now that it's here, it makes perfect sense. You know, people, who knows how many people have purchased a guitar in the year and a half, 2 years of lockdown, and throwing them one of these and being like, this will teach you. It sounds like incredibly smart move from them.
I was gonna say, maybe you spend just enough time practicing guitar in your own home, learning Wonderwall, and then you can take that out on the road with you when things start to open up and you can see your friends again. Okay, so that's it for the leaks. Unless God, something else is leaked while we've been doing this show. But let's talk about what Ubisoft. No, I've got the news Slack channel open next to me, so just in case. But Ubisoft are actually usually pretty good about saying what they have. They always keep a couple of surprises up their sleeves. Unfortunately, it looks like 2 of those surprises may have leaked. But we do know that in their pre-show today, we're going to be seeing some For Honor. So the game has just gone on Xbox Game Pass. And yeah, what is it? Year 5 Season 2, aka Mirage, kicks off, or just has kicked off, June 10th. So
Hey, yo.
kind of show a little
Talk
bit
about
of that.
Apex.
I'm honestly...
Wait, for real?
I really enjoyed what I played of For Honor, but not enough to keep up with it. I'm kind of amazed it's still going as strong as it is. I'd love to see it, but I genuinely didn't kind of expect that.
At least I think they are. I don't know. I wasn't really
do either of you
listening.
still play?
Unfortunately, no. But I was looking into what's going on. First of all, 5 years since For Honor. I played it.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was wrong.
really
I'm not talking about
enjoyed it,
Apex.
and then,
I heard
you know,
Mirage and just
life happened,
supposed.
and now I'm like, oh
Christian,
wow.
why are you playing Apex Fest?
For Honor is
I
doing
wanna
some
know
cool
why.
stuff. And with Game
Oh,
Pass,
because
you
everyone
know,
was
I
on.
would be willing to get back
Because
into
everybody
it,
was also
especially if
playing
there's
it.
a lot of new content. There's a cool new event going on. The Mirage event sounds interesting. I guess it's a big fire-themed drought situation, so like that makes for more fighting. And you know, I really liked For Honor when I played it. I wasn't any good at it, but I feel like I could be one day. So I'd be willing to get back into there, especially on Game Pass.
Tam, are you tempted to go back?
I've not played it in a long time, but like everyone else here,
Are
I
some
really
minded up
liked
listen to
what
Fallout
I played.
76's
I think
ambient
the
music?
fact
Jesus
that they're
Christ.
putting its rating on it,
Worse than Fallout 4's.
delivering more content on it is going to be very beneficial. I expect that this, whatever we get, will be
It's not bad
trailer
ambient
for,
music. It's just creepy.
the new season, but
For real,
also
it's
kind of
eerie
like
as
a
fuck.
here's what you missed in For Honor to kind of whet people's appetite. You know, and again, looking at it from a business decision, we had Microsoft talking about the impact of Game Pass on games that are introduced straight into or are introduced at any point into Game Pass, and it has an uplifting impact on actual sales of a game as well as DLC. So for a game like For Honor, which is probably has got a decent to healthy kind of pool of players, dropping it in there and will only mean that it benefits from the increased interest that will grow his player base. Even if not a lot, even if just a small fraction of them stick around, that's probably enough for Ubisoft. And there's a decent chance that that transfers over into buying more money for DLC, and also the word of mouth. If you've got 3 friends that are on Game Pass playing For Honor, and you know you're the 4th or 5th friend, and you don't have Game Pass, there's a decent chance you'll get the FOMO and just buy the game outright, which works in Ubisoft's favor too. So a lot of smart decisions being made by putting that there, and hopefully the new content is like exciting. But either way, I feel like I'm gonna download it once it gets to Game Pass and see what's up, and
Just kind of view
probably
the source
bounce off
code for
because
Steam.
there's some killers in there that have been playing for 5 years and we've just mopped the floor with you non-stop.
That's
I
my
don't know, I've
experience in
seen you
every Ubisoft
Yeah,
multiplayer.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But then again, I've seen you play Sekiro and Bloodborne, so I think you've probably got the reaction.
Wait,
time
why is
for
it actually so?
Hell yeah.
Let's kind of breeze past what else we can expect from the Ubisoft.
kinda
pre-show.
satisfying,
So
honestly.
Updates on Trackmania, The Crew 2, Brawlhalla. So they're announcing a brand new crossover for Brawlhalla. They just had Kung Fu Panda. But interestingly, Watch Dogs Legion is gonna be there. So Assassin's Creed updates are kind of in the main show, but Watch Dogs Legion, which just had a kind of fairly significant update. Obviously, they added the multiplayer mode. They're adding in a kind of zombies mode where you can either play
the
by
hell?
yourself or with friends. It's called Legion of the Dead. And then they have other kind of exciting stuff coming down the pipeline for August. They're adding like invasion mode and
Organizational.
extraction PvP modes. And then there is going to be kind of story DLC later down the line, Bloodline story DLC, as well as the opportunity to have like Aiden Pierce in your game and Wrench from Watch Dogs 2. Despite, you know, loving London, having lived there for a long time, I did bounce
She's
off Watch
British.
Dogs Legion
Or
quite quickly. I just didn't really. I didn't kind of enjoy bouncing from one character to another. I kind of prefer to have a protagonist. Phil, did you enjoy
I
Watch
feel
Dogs
like Christian
Legion?
would
Did
enjoy
you,
Skyrim VR.
Are you kind of surprised to see it
But it's
this
just
place
overpriced as
in Ubisoft Showcase today?
I mean, a little bit. It does kind of feel like Watch Dogs is settling into a sort of niche. Having played that multiplayer, you know,
Yeah, if you're
it feels like
disabled
a
and
very
using a VR
specific draw,
headset,
and I think that might be
and you
why
can't stand
Watch
up, I
Dogs
don't know.
is falling into this spot in the pre-show as well. Like, it's not necessarily bringing you know, huge droves of players, but the people who are into it are really into it, and I could see them really getting into that zombie mode. I want to check that out. Having played the multiplayer a little bit, it gets tough. It is very difficult. You really need to have a squad who knows what they're doing and is
Yo, man,
willing
supposed
to
to speak
goof
about
off, but
Michael
also
Jackson.
really coordinate if you want to get anything done. And zombies mode probably looks like to me it's going to be kind of that same level of like, yeah, this is funny for a minute. You can get on the cars and stuff, but now we need to get serious. And you know, you need pals for that, right? So like, this isn't maybe going to blow the doors off for Ubisoft in general, but there are people who are really into that experience, and you know, having friends who want to get into it,
No, that's not it.
yeah, it's pretty good. So, so you know, I'm into the zombies idea, and I think that is a new thing that doesn't necessarily get served as
He's speaking like Michael Jackson.
goofy open world experience, but needing that squad. And so I'm into. I think that could be.
My nigga, what is that for?
What is that for? My
I'm gonna move us along because the actual Extraction, formerly Rainbow Six Quarantine. I think my favorite thing about that was that the name, the kind of rebrand of the name, had actually just been outed a long time ago, and just no one sort of realized. Tam, what are your predictions? We know we're gonna see gameplay, more trailers. Are you excited for Extraction? So I know you play a lot of Siege.
VR games. Due to your recent playtime and other VR games.
We talked about this
Yo,
previously in another stream. I don't remember what stream it was or when it was because it's so confusing now. But Siege fundamentally is a really
Bro, I'm gonna be a Farming Simulator 2019. It's the best game ever. Premium edition?
Like,
Hell yeah,
the core
buy.
mechanics of it are fantastic. So the tricky thing for it is,
Hey, I
it's
mean,
really
he
hard
ain't
to
not
get into
lying,
it.
though.
The learning curve is steep, and people
When
on
you
there
melee people
are
in Call of Duty,
not
he thought
forgiving
you
of
acting
newcomers
different.
at all. And you know, you generally have to find new people that you kind of jump into with alongside, or you find people that you trust to kind of guide you, and that's a tricky thing to do. However, the idea of taking those same core mechanics and spinning it into a cooperative compelling to me. I love Siege. I love the idea of playing Extraction with people who always have liked the idea of Siege, but perhaps aren't up for getting, you know, through the hard graft.
Stop it, what the dog doing?
Perhaps like, aren't into the idea of getting killed immediately and then sitting the rest of the round out because you can't, you know, play. But playing an Extraction where you're not always in it, still
kind of like
playing,
almost have souls, but not yet.
and then
Oh.
maybe thinking about moving over to Siege because you found a familiarity and a groove and a kind of a understanding of how the core mechanics work. That's super exciting. I think this is going to be. I hope this is going to be a big
Christian
chunk
would
of the
Christian
Ubisoft
probably
board.
enjoys
I'd
this
love
game.
to see them break down mechanical stuff and break down. This is how the destruction
Useful
is
for
gonna fit
scamming
into this
Twitch simps
game
for
where you're
money.
fighting zombies or infected or whatever it may be.
Yikes.
Here's how, you know, the
This game
operators
called
are
the
gonna behave
VTube
and how they might be
Studio.
familiar or different, and ultimately, most
on
importantly,
Steam.
here's how the cooperative part of it is going to work and how it's going to be fun for you instead of
Apparently
like a
it's
very,
useful for
you know,
scamming
straight-laced
Twitch simps
army
off money.
versus zombies game. So I hope we get to see plenty of this game. It's one of the games I'm most excited
This
for
was
in the
fun.
showcase.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you mentioned, I mean,
Yo,
just one
Soulja Boy was the
giant
first rapper to
subtweet
beat up
me,
Logan Paul.
As I
That
am
was
the person who's
absolutely
usually
at you.
Stop playing with me.
dead. And I am the person who did give up when we briefly, as a group,
Looks on
decided to
Epic.
play Rainbow Six Siege because I would just die and get annoyed. Because obviously you can't just like immediately respawn. You can still help. But I'm very interested to see what the loop is going to be for extraction.
Wow, this guy's awesome.
Because you know it's a
Better
team game. I
rested?
want to be that person who is contributing
Why?
more and not just the person who is swearing a lot over mic because they immediately died. But another game that we're definitely going to see a lot of today is Far Cry 6. So it recently had a sort of
Why you ain't never
outdoor
gonna have no paper, ain't never
presentation,
gonna have no
where they
bitches,
showed
feel
off
me?
some
Ain't nothing.
new
Do it again, do it
gameplay
again.
mechanics.
Man's got
Obviously,
arrested because he threw
Giancarlo
10K
Esposito was
on his,
at the
with his-
Summer Game
on his
Fest the
graduation.
other day. What more can we see of this game today? I don't mean for that to sound mean, but it just seems very weird to have an embargo where you show off so much of the game and then kind of have another thing just, you know, literally like a week or two after. So Phil, what are you expecting?
Wait, is that a gasoline?
Yep, that's
hoping
gasoline.
that we'll get a little bit of like this, what seems like they're crafting,
Okay,
going
I got
into,
it
like
now.
building weapons and
Copyrighted.
cobbling them out of weird stuff around the island. I'm not really a big fan of crafting in Far Cry in general. It usually feels like, you know, hunt down 9 boars and then make a wallet, and like that's just not something I really enjoy. But this seems like much more of a creative kind of approach, at least from what I gathered from the trailers and the other coverage and stuff. So I'm hoping that is true, and that we can like learn how we're going to actually be kind of leading into pulling stuff out of the world and actually making cool stuff out of it, and not just like ticking off a list for crafting, which is what it's been like.
Alright,
for
I'll
the
be
last-
back on 1 hour
Whoa,
41
whoa,
minutes.
what happened? Did you just drive by there?
All right, boys. All right.
We've been amazed by the role games have played in our everyday lives. During the pandemic that prevented us from being with so many family, friends, and colleagues, video games connected us,
That's
entertained
E3.
us, and brought us together. I'm not just saying this because I love video games or because I work in the industry. As a player and as a parent, I experience this firsthand. And I hear similar stories every day from people from all walks of life. Games kept us sane and kept us connected.
It did keep us sane.
That's what makes
For real.
together this year for E3
That's a
so
lie.
special. It's an opportunity to convene and celebrate
That's
as a
driven
community.
us insane.
With that in mind, I would like to thank the publishers, developers, platforms, sponsors, and media partners joining this year's festivities to share their plans about the future of games. We'll also give voice to the many conversations we're all having today about games and about society. And throughout this year's event, we'll be sure to reflect the broad community as well as the positive impact games have had on society. Now, I would be remiss if in a year of so much loss, I didn't acknowledge the passing of an industry giant earlier this year. Robert Altman founded ZeniMax, acquired
he
Bethesda
died?
Softworks, and went on to build brands
Who
and
died?
franchises that are
The
among
guy
the
who
most
founded
popular.
ZeniMax. The guys who own
Under his
Bethesda.
leadership,
Who own
his team
Bethesda.
created games that continue to delight fans around the world. I got to know Robert in his role as chair of ESA's board of directors. What I learned was that he absolutely loved the creativity and dedication
I
of his
love how
team.
everybody's saying
He
Minecraft
relished
in the
the
chat. Has
opportunity to
Minecraft ever
gather
even done
as an
an
industry,
E3?
including at E3.
No.
And he adored his family. It's great to know that his legacy and the games
Bethesda
they
loves the
produced live on.
LGBTQ.
Now,
community,
over the next
right,
few days,
guys?
we'll
Why are people
celebrate
so gay in
games,
this?
the people who create them,
Not even
and
gonna
those who
lie.
play them. We'll bring you
The
big
most
reveals from
gayest
companies
chat I've
large
ever
and
seen in my
small.
life.
We'll also have some great
offense to
surprises
gay
along the way, so stay
It's
tuned.
just true.
Thanks for all the love you've shown games this past year. Now sit back, relax, and
Gayest
enjoy the
chat I've
next
ever
few days
seen.
of pure fun and excitement.
Bro.
Thank you so much, Stan, for that. Appreciate it. And let's take a look at how this week is going to play out, starting with a look at tomorrow's huge slate of devs and publishers. We just saw an exclusive clip, by the way, from Naraka Blade Point, which we'll see more tomorrow with 24 Entertainment. And then we get the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase, followed by Square Enix Presents, and WB Games Back for Blood will follow with some heat of their own. Then it's the PC Gaming Show and future games to close us out.
Then let's look ahead to Monday. Don't miss things as Verizon unveils their initiatives and partnerships in the gaming space, followed by Intellivision.
Take-Two's at
Two will address
10:15.
diversity and inclusion in the gaming space. Then it's Mythical
10:15.
Games to announce what's coming soon from their
What
team.
does Verizon
If you
have
like
to do anything
indie
with
games,
this?
we put the independent developers in the spotlight too. Freedom
Verizon
Games
doesn't make
will
games.
follow, and then you won't want to miss
Sounds
what
like they do
Capcom
now.
has to unleash. Razer will end the
Bro,
day
what
with a
the
look at some of their new products.
And we wrap things
Oh,
up
shit,
on
we'll get free games?
Tuesday as
Ah,
Nintendo leads the way. Things are sure to get
We'll
off
get
to a
free
huge
games 'cause we
start
got a
that day.
Verizon Thanos
As
account,
Bandai Namco will follow up with their newest titles. Eureka will take the floor, and then GameSpot chimes in as we wrap things up with the E3 Awards. So
That's
you don't want to
Tuesday.
miss a single second.
You don't, Alex. You really don't.
Who
Why
uses
would you do
iHeartRadio?
that?
I don't know
Just
why.
stay Right here.
By the way, we have a new area.
How many more areas are there?
You're gonna have to watch and find out for more.
I'll just tell you right now. This is it. There's three.
Greg, we just gotta try and keep luring them in, man.
But why lie to them? Because then the Twitch chat gets all mad. All right. With so many heavy hitters and announcements to come, we want to pose the questions to ourselves here, but also to you at home throughout the coverage of E3. So make sure you're voting in our polls throughout the day. It doesn't matter if you're watching on Twitch, Twitter pages. Simply type into the vote into the chat, go and all the votes get tallied up live and they're shown on screen. So I will pose the first question, Golden Boy. What developer are we most excited for? And I'll accept publishers as well. Put it all into your little chats.
Yeah.
Into your little chats.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. All right, anyone who knows me knows that I'm a Halo
Just put a
fanatic.
hashtag in there, remember.
So I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry, I gotta go with my boys at 343. I'm so excited to see anything from Halo Infinite. The Halo community
Spam
is
that one,
buzzing
boys.
right now.
What do you mean
and we're all
two,
very
Chris?
excited about what could potentially be.
Nah, man.
I'm ready for one, dude.
42%, so we're going to talk about Xbox in a second beyond that. But let's talk about the real elephant in the room, ladies
Xbox
and
and
gentlemen.
Bethesda. Nobody really cares about the Xbox. Everybody cares about Bethesda.
Screw Xbox.
How many times I gotta tell you, Greg? Stop attacking
I'm here for
me.
Bethesda.
I need you to get on my level, all right?
I am excited for it, though. It looks, you know,
Screw Nintendo.
we're gonna hopefully see more out of it. We are going to see more out of it, and I'm sure it's going to be
Let's
awesome.
go.
Greg's been going nuts about the Avengers this entire time. I appreciate that. You're like me with Halo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go back to Halo, because let me see the thing. Yeah, 39% of people are excited for Xbox and Bethesda.
Nobody cares about Nintendo.
So,
I do.
Obviously, it's Nintendo.
You don't.
I want new Mario Kart game.
But you know,
Oh, I don't care, dude. I want a new Starfield game.
For real. I want a Fallout game.
Oh, of course, but I think one of the big things about that, right?
Aaron,
is
you kind of
the
way to
fact
get me
that
hooked on
Ubisoft
Fallout. I don't
is
know how
that
good
is
you
today. Gearbox is today. I feel like E3 is all about unwrapping that last big Christmas gift. And when do you want to do that? You know what I mean? You come down and beneath the tree, you have all the small ones. You got the one big one in the back there. When do you go for it?
Yeah, that's right.
How do we
Christmas
come
will
from
come
Fallout
early
fans
this year
to
because tomorrow we got the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. I already mentioned Halo. I'm always looking forward to that. I'm always looking forward to whatever comes out of you know, the Forza camp, of course, as well. If we get something cool there, but you know what makes this one so unique, Greg, is that this time around, you know, two of my favorite press conferences have joined together the Xbox Bethesda Game Showcase, which means
Starfield.
Maybe Starfield.
Give us Starfield. We have to. It's the game that has so much hype, and we know nothing about it. The time is now. Phil Spencer, Todd Howard, come out, embrace,
Starfield,
and then
man.
just unleash.
You go pick up Starfield?
Like ideally,
Instantly, dude.
to come out in like jetpacks.
We'll pre-order it?
No, there it is.
Descending onto
Perfect
the stage.
world, yeah.
Phil, I know you're watching.
Are you gonna pre-order
descend
Starfield?
into the stage
Hmm?
with Todd, and then
Are you gonna
guys
pre-order
announce
Starfield?
I don't know about that. I pre-ordered
I think
76 though.
everyone will be rather moist.
You pre-ordered
Do you ever
76?
think about it though? Look, this is the trailer. This is what we know about
For 60
Starfield.
or
If
40?
people are like going to be the greatest game of the generation, they will go to bat for it. They will fight for it. They will do
Yeah,
everything they need
E3's
for it.
all
There are
planned,
people
dude.
right now fighting for Starfield's honor on Reddit somewhere.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But I'm excited for it, man. You know, anything from Bethesda, though, truthfully, it's a treat. A great studio, an incredible history, as we heard Stan talking about earlier. And really, there's just there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of passion that I think is going to be coming out of that.
Can't
game.
be
That's the
two
reason
at
why
once,
everyone
can you?
is so excited for it.
I mean, you're talking about taking the Xbox fan base, which is already so powerful and so riled up, and the Bethesda fan base, and making them one family. Like, yeah, you totally expect something from that. And all I want outside of all that is smaller gaming news. Where's 12 minutes? Give me a release date for 12 minutes.
Yeah,
all right?
fair enough. Fair enough.
Jackie, we're pretty hyped for Microsoft on Sunday. Why don't you and the squad let us know what you think about some of the other big names looking to make a splash at E3?
All right, thanks so much, Greg. Yeah, so much to look forward to, but first we do want to remind everyone at home, if you want some limited edition E3 merch, including hats, t-shirts, and jackets, it is all available at e3expo.com/shop. Have y'all seen the bomber jacket?
They look awesome.
Oh my gosh.
It looks good.
We're stealing some.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a couple.
Okay, we're gonna do that for sure. But okay, my E3 crew, so excited to be with all of you, by the way. But Greg and Golden Boy talked about Xbox and Starfield, all that jazz a bit. But I want to hear what y'all are hyped about. So let's just go down the docket here. We're going to start with Square Enix, okay? They recently announced that they'll be dropping a world premiere from Eidos Montreal, an update on Babylon's Fall. I see Michael nodding a lot here. Details on the Black Panther expansion, and a first look at Life is Strange Remastered. Probably see some true colors, too. My question is, any ideas on the Eidos Montreal title? Deus Ex?
Ideas, yes.
Deus Ex?
Probably not Deus Ex. Although
How dare you?
Yeah.
I wanted to bring out my little sunglasses that you click and go whoop, but okay, I guess not. But continue, yeah.
Well, there's rumors. Nothing is confirmed yet. But I think there are some guardians that are keeping it very secret until the big reveal later on.
I'm going to steal this.
You still
from,
streaming?
Someone said this during rehearsals, though. But now might be a good time where you might want to have a cyberpunk style game. So I'm like hoping for Deus Ex.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Like Deus Ex is one of the most impactful franchises in my life. The original one that came out in 2000, like it's old now, but man, I still got so many memories. And like Human Revolution and Mankind Divided were like almost hitting those notes. but I feel like now would be a good time to like bring that back. And I know immersive sims like might not sell well, whatever, but those are my styles of games. And yo, bring back Deus Ex, please.
I know. Please, we'll see who's right, Damon or Michael and me.
I'd be happy. I'd be happy. To have
We'd
I'm
be
probably
happy,
gonna be
exactly.
wrong.
Well, I know. We'll see. It could be a stretch there.
I feel like they took the good guesses. Meanwhile, I just want to like wildly speculate. And
Okay,
go
let's hear it.
Kingdom Hearts 7, where all of a sudden everyone turns into Mickey for some reason. But those seem like they're actually might happen.
Yours
so
doesn't
I like
seem
those.
off base at all. What do you
No, I'm pretty sure Kingdom Hearts, a game where Donald actually heals you. Like, I'd be down for that.
Let's not talk about something that's physically impossible.
Dan, any ideas for you?
I think I'm very curious. As much as I would love to commit minor crimes to make Deus Ex a reality, I'm used to being. I'm used to waiting for Deus Ex. It'll come in due time, so I'm sure it's going to be something totally surprising. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just stoked for more Life is Strange as well. So I can't get my hopes too high when I have so many awesome things coming my way.
And I think with the Life is Strange, the remaster, they're actually packaging like the first one and then the prequel together. So if you missed one of them, you could get all of them again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo,
Life is
people
Strange,
are
I'm
wanting
so
the games too
absolutely
much.
hyped
Just
for.
relax.
Animation is just off the wall, and then just so heartfelt and just like hits me in the feels so much. But all right, Damon, I'm gonna put you in the hot seat here because Greg Miller was telling me he used to kick your butt. Or actually, you guys would have been a really good team in Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, that's not.
Is that not how it went
cooperating
down?
Left 4 Dead.
Well, no, you could play each other too.
The versus mode.
Yeah, well, we never played that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so it was co-op. All right.
Because
Well,
you
I
kept
was
getting your butt.
assuming.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, I was assuming that you were ready for Back 4 Blood and you were gonna take Greg down. But okay, I guess y'all were doing co-op, so my bad.
No. We're cooperative gamers. I'm super excited for Back 4 Blood.
Yeah.
God, it feels like a lifetime ago that we were playing Left 4 Dead with a bunch of other IGNers. So yeah, it's nice to have basically Left 4 Dead 3 Back 4 Blood coming.
Okay, awesome. I mean, zombies, like, we can always use more zombies. Girl, I was gonna get to you and Lady D. Okay, let's talk about
are we going
Capcom.
in?
Let's
Are we
do it.
going? Okay.
As a tall lady, I'm obviously a big fan of the vampire tall lady. So obviously, Resident Evil 25th anniversary. I'm assuming some big drops here. Just no more creepy baby. Is everybody with me on that?
Oh, for sure.
Thank you. I never want to see that again, Capcom. Thank you. But okay, yes.
But you
get
know
hyped.
what we need to see?
More
Listen,
Lady D?
We had like Resident Evil 7 with the whole VR experience where, it was basically poop your pants simulator because everything was coming at you and you were terrified. Absolutely terrified.
Yes.
No,
But
just
dear
you
God,
were.
what I would give if we got Resident Evil 8 VR edition, because then not only will I run straight into Lady D begging her to slash me with those nails, I am going to be playing. I'm like, cool, she's coming towards me. And then I'm heading straight for the floor. I'm heading straight for the floor, looking upwards and going, step on me. And that's all I need out of the VR experience, Jackie. That's all I need.
First off, I would say relax, but also I feel you on that one.
I think we are all in that camp. I think we are all in that camp.
If I'm gonna keep it real though, like Resident Evil 7, the VR component was such a big deal. If you actually played through that whole game in VR, it was wild. It was like one of the best VR experiences, legitimately. And Resident Evil Village is a great game already. So if you can put that in VR, yo, that would be wild.
Resident
Especially if you
Evil
want to bring it to
Village
PC
was a
VR as
mediocre
well,
game.
and maybe line it up for the PS VR 2.
It's only
whenever
popular
that's
because
gonna
it
come.
was Lady
Have that
D.
as like a big hitter. That would be a big deal. And also, hey, shouts out to all my Susio boys out there. If you want to go,
Just be careful if you buy a haptic suit as well, because my pal Kyle Hill did the
Whoa,
math,
hey, chill,
and
chill,
you
chill.
will explode. You will explode if you get stepped upon. It's literally science.
Relax.
I'm willing to take that chance.
All right, Godspeed.
Worth it.
Dan, Onimusha, are we gonna see any of that?
I hope so.
Malik and I were chatting
Oh my
yesterday,
God.
and he's like, "You gotta ask Dan that."
Oh my God, I would mortgage everything I have for more Onimusha.
So you're telling me we're gonna see Dino Crisis?
Why must you do this to me? I feel like I'm being relentlessly taunted here with all these titles. I hope they come. I hope they happen. If they do, it'll be a great day, but I'm sure they have some awesome stuff lined up, because even if it's Resident Evil 8 VR, even if we get some rumors of a popular
You're so
fighting
sponsored
game,
by
maybe a
Razer,
sequel
it's
to that,
disgusting.
Who knows? It's going to be an exciting presentation.
Okay, and then we gotta talk about Gearbox, everybody. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I can't even talk because I'm so excited about it. She's one of my favorite video game characters of all time. She's just this little wild thing, right? And it's gonna be a fantasy epic. I'm super amped about it. So how are we feeling? Am I the only one who's like that excited?
No, it looks
Yeah, you are.
Roll for initiative. Just get in there.
Yes.
And Tiny Tina doesn't even look so tiny anymore that we saw
She's
just her
regular-sized
skipping through, and
Tina.
I'm like,
know.
so I'm very excited.
I know. I'm so excited. I mean, honestly, there are so many great items to discuss. If we want to go round robin really quickly, like, what are you most excited for? Damon.
Perfect Dark.
I knew that.
We got a little tease
Why
last
did I
year. I'm a
even
huge
ask?
fan of Perfect Dark. I can't believe it's back. Show me what this game looks like.
Michael.
I already said in the beginning, Babylon's Fall. Show me what that is.
Can you do that one more time? Oh my goodness, I can't believe you did that. All the
Jackie, get me on the floor. That's all I need. That and Heisenberg throwing like little metal nuts and bolts at me. Just
Heisenberg. Oh my goodness. I thought we were on the Lady D team, but okay, Dan.
Give me that sweet, sweet Starfield. I want to see what they have in store.
Yes.
So curious.
Starfield. All right, well, some great answers there, but we are going to wrap things up here for a moment, but that doesn't mean the party is stopping. We are just getting started live from E3. Next up, we are talking Ubisoft. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Just stop by and say thank you guys for watching the show.
Oh my
Thank you
God.
guys for
T-Pain.
enjoying E3. I can't wait till we get to be back in each other's faces
Bro.
and walk around these huge
T-Pain.
convention halls and stuff like that. And I can't wait to see you guys. Trust me. Somebody get me out of the house, please. Just come pick me up. Anybody. Don't even care who it is. Just come get me. Until then, keep sending candy. Keep sending candy. It's really helping. It's helping a lot. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
I can't believe Jackie just tried to turn Damon Hatfield against Greg Miller. All right, that's impossible. All right, everyone knows we are Left 4 Dead Dynamo. You and me going to be Back 4 Blood Dynamo. It's going to be all about it. But let's talk about Ubisoft. It's up next. We're finally there. What are you most excited to see at Ubi?
You know, well, we did get some news the other day about this whole Splinter Cell animated series that's dropping out. You know, if I'm a bad man, I'm out here thinking like, well, you're gonna do an animated series about Splinter Cell. Well, it's a great way to accompany said animated series. I've been trying to pull this narrative the entire time. I just want Splinter Cell, Greg.
You are a betting man in the wrong way. I will gladly take this bet. $20.
Dude,
No Splinter Cell.
Mercs
No
versus
Splinter Cell game.
Spies. Mercs versus Spies. Greatest multiplayer mode ever made. I stand by that statement. Stand by it.
As a Superman fan, let me tell you, Splinter Cell fans, it's time to give it up. You're never going to get another game. It's not going to happen. Don't bring the VR one into this. I saw them try to do this to me the other day on YouTube. Don't worry about it. For me, Far Cry 6.
Yeah,
I know we've seen so much about it, but I get more excited the more I see. And the fact, you know, they leaned a little bit and said, we are political. This is a political game. Giancarlo had a great interview with Jeff Keighley this week where he was talking about, like, I'm not the villain. And I love the fact that he's so into his characters that way.
Yeah,
I really hope they get to wow us today and show us, again, Chorizo the wiener dog.
Yeah, but the truth is, Giancarlo Esposito could do anything, and I would be glued to my seat. So seeing him in Far Cry, it's really going to be fantastic. And I think, honestly, man, Ubisoft, like, I would like to see some little nuggets out there for Division fans. You know, my brother's a massive Division fan.
Dude,
plays all the time. He always talks to me about it. Maybe we get a little something like that.
But
little
that was the
drops.
thing, right? They went out of their way to say no Division 2 update, no Division Heartland. And I'm like, but Division Heartland's supposed to be so, please just lie to me. Tell me you're lying to me.
Just
That's
lie.
all I
I'm
want to
okay
know.
if you want to lie with me, Ubisoft, okay?
The other one I think that's, I got to call it out for blessing Adeoye Jr. over at Kind of Funny is Riders Republic. Riders Republic had such a cool
What did I miss?
debut. Then the delay.
Nothing much. Flapping their lips.
Because I feel like that's a
nothing.
genre that could really use something that would
not
like
here, I don't think.
reinvigorate it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You know, we all remember the SSXs of the world and stuff like that. How much we loved it. 1080, those games, they were great. They were fantastic. I would really, really like to see some more updates on that game. What we'll get, maybe some more downhill biking as well, mountain biking. Man, I love that kind of stuff. Inject it right in my veins.
Well,
I'm
that's
ready.
what's exciting about it, right? Is that it's going to be the 2021 version of that, where you saw all the riders coming together doing that, having XP, having progression, understanding what that's going to look like in an online world. I can't wait. Let alone the fact, right, they've already talked about it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you'll be getting an update of some kind. How big that is, what does that mean? We don't know. Obviously, they talked about their TV shows. There's so much stuff going on. And that's the main show. Remember, of course, we're going to be going over to a pre-show that's going to be talking about Watch Dogs. That's going to be talking about so many other things, and I don't want to string you along any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for our first presentation. Let's send things over to Ubisoft as they prepare for Ubi Forward.
Ubisoft is doing it, dudes, right now.
I came back just in time.
I think. What's
No.
that? What's that? Dark Souls? Oh, 49. God. Another 49 minutes. My God. I just want. Give me a second.
To see what was hidden, to hear what was silenced. To cherish what was about to fade.
That should look like a battle pass.
Shedding their old selves, shimmering along the haze. Embracing a new power.
I know.
To be transformed and awakened. They would carve their own path in the land of fire.
Hey, can you hear this?
Yeah.
I know what. Can you stream it?
No.
I don't want to do something else. Hey, Ern. Dang, he not here. Are you even watching it?
Hardly.
Damn.
I mean, I'm just here for the game announcements.
Oh, then that's like an hour. Maybe Aaron can put it on.
That pirate game, Blood and Bones, whatever it's called, looks pretty good.
I like the Mexican one.
I've only seen the game announcements through the Scott Pilgrim and Forward. I haven't seen anything before that.
Can't wait for the Nintendo E3 Direct. Want to put some Wilson?
Sure. I'm gonna get water and get back.
Boom, 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 boom. I'll be right back.
God. Jesus Christian.
Can I get a? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the disability community, we have a saying.
Alright, boys, we're gonna start up in 52 minutes again. Yeah, see you guys in 52 minutes.